522, 41%. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the thing, I stopped you, who knows at what time. But yeah, I mean, y'all are picking up a lot of that fake profile stuff. And I found something, like if you go into my Google, you go down, I found a website that's not even in English, but it has my phone number. So how does that work? We'll just have to get the and see, it's people like that including the death cult. I mean, when you get those fake profiles in a different language, that brings other countries into the situation. And then, I've got the Dream Enabler off LinkedIn in Germany. She's well versed in numerology as a doctor. So that's what it is. I mean, we're working on global unity and dream enabling and shit. And you've got people with, a language that I don't speak that language, but it has my phone number. When you click on it, it has my phone number. So I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. However, we do know that these people are being haunted. I mean, Pisces ancestors don't play. And I can't do anything about that. But you got to keep in mind, I mean, those are the people that the death cult needs to focus on, because that's who got them exposed. It has nothing to do with me. No. It has nothing to do with me. Hey, let's give credit where credit's due. Fucking Pisces. Swear, I can't do anything about this. I'm not responsible for these death cults. Now, the ethical hackers, absolutely. I mean, if you've got people that are being haunted, we certainly want to give credit where credit's due. I mean, come on, what ethical hacker doesn't want to be involved in chasing down IP addresses of people being haunted for playing with a paranormal INFJ? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. And you got to keep in mind, I mean, I understand that you get these side eye karmics and the insults and whatnot. But you got to keep in mind, when I say half-wit, I mean that in the most respect. I mean, have some respect for me. I don't want to say left or right-handed people. See, you're only using half your brain, which makes you half-wit. I don't judge half-wits. Are y'all judging the INFJ for using both sides of the brain simultaneously? This is what I tell them. I was like, yeah, watch this. They get pissed when I call them a half-wit. All that means is they're left or right-handed. But their perceptions, it's a term of endearment. And yeah, that's what it is. Now, I do run into, because see, you got to think, whatever y'all are talking about, them summoning shit, that strikes me at home. Because I have a client with a daughter I have the photographic evidence of that. And it's what it is. And it matches pictures from the last chick I dealt with that was jinn possessed. And, I mean, I put a photograph of a young Islamic girl with the black eyes. However that ties in, it doesn't matter. That's the kind of shit that I've seen. So when you hear the readers talking about, yeah, we saw their eyes turn black. Well, yeah, I've got a picture of an Islamic girl. That's what it is. Is that what this is going to turn into with Americans? Well, I mean, you already had, what was the clickbait? Evil witch going down and death cult and going up against an earth angel. Well, yeah, I mean, let's look at the evidence. I have a 5-star client with a 23-year-old daughter expressing symptoms of jinn possession. We've got an Islamic girl with the eyes turning black. And I captioned it. I captioned that shit. Because when the first time a Karen in America sees her first set of black eyes and somebody in heightened rage because of her, or heightened fear because of her, or inner passion, and Karen just walks up, I'm calling the manager. She's going to shit her soul in her Depends, I promise you. She's going to go on the I don't give a fuck diet and lose her own asshole like that. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. You got to think. If you've got the Aries, Mercury, Venus, Empress energy, which Aries that's the beginning of the zodiac. And then you have Pisces, Sun 316. Well, that's this incarnation. That's the end. That's the sunset. It's what it is. The inner battle is within. It's the beginning and the end. It's just the beginning and the end of all their shit in life path 8 karma. And they don't even realize that what they put out is going back on them. Why do you think they're shadow banning the shit out of me? Prove me wrong. We did this last time. This is not the first time I've done this with a channel. What did it lead to? Their magic working. Is it working this time? No, we're protected from that. The girls already told you that the higher self allowed it to happen so that these people could get their karma, and Pisces could just learn how to fucking psychically protect themselves in energetic protection. So I got classes for it. Do they have class? Do they have class or a bunch of shit talk? That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. And I mean, you got to think it with all of this. And, I understand people have dreams and lives that they want to live. But we're still looking for physical evidence, A, of trying to unalive an earth angel. And B, we need to know why you were able to tell me that the wrong dad was going to be dead before Thanksgiving. Absolutely dead. And that's what it is. Now, I mean, you can, and that's what, it's pretty much what they wanted you to sound like you're going crazy. But you said it. It just happened here. And hell, they've already deemed it an aneurysm or something. And you were able to pick that up too. You were able to pick that up too. And see, that's what it is. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. It's fine as long as Pisces is in the boiling pot. But as soon as they find out that Pisces is the dragon's pan, well, then the heat gets turned up and they start dancing around on the hot plate. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I hear they're haunted. Are they really? That's what it is. No one ever believed Pisces paranormal INFJ connection and access to the paranormal. It's a simple YouTube search, paranormal INFJ, and it talks about why we have access to the paranormal. It's what it is. They're haunted and we're used to it. It's okay. It's absolutely okay. Thank you for that. Yes, it is a 10 completion at 6 a.m. It must be 5:30. That's what it is. Pisces is on. If you're not early, you're late. If you're not early, you're late. That's what it is. And I mean, you got to keep in mind, yes, there is a lot of that out there that they just don't want to see Pisces successful. When I hear you say that, I'm like, what? They don't want to see other humans 5-star reviewed? So all they're trying to stop is you being a 5-star reviewed human. That's all they're trying to stop. Right? The more 5-star review humans, oh, no, we can't have that. Think about that shit. Think about that for a minute. All right, you got 5-star reviewed humans, and what's the first thing they do? Oh, we're going to take this destiny and we're going to run with it. Oh, shit, now we're getting karma. It's his fault. No. You go talk to Tarot. Tarot blatantly says that shit is your fault. There's nothing we can do for you. It's just what it is. I'm still looking for bodies from years ago. Because, yeah, and she was able to pick. I can smell a fire anywhere in the world right now. You see the size of this motherfucker? Is what it is. There's a fire somewhere. My nose is so big I can smell the future. That's what it is. God, it's all it is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, and divine light. It'd be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time, for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. That's what it is. I get the orb meditation. What we said that months ago. But then they pop up a video today about call your power back. Well, okay, cool. That's what it is. And I'm like, should I do a video about the meditation? I just did throwing shit into the fan. Should I show some intelligence after throwing shit into the fan? That's what it is. I've told you, if you go back in my social media, I told you that was my meditation before. Pisces, how do you do it? Well, hell, I told you months ago. We still can't believe it, Wes, because you don't do it. Okay, so you've never seen a model wind-up plane before. You've never seen one. And you see some guy sitting there going, What the hell is he doing? What the hell is he doing? He gets wound up and you go, whee! Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, oh yeah. If you should have asked me what I was doing instead of sitting there wondering. I wonder what he's doing. The energy is everywhere. It is all over the place. Nothing happens by chance. Everything happens for a reason. They keep talking about a cosmic portal opener. Well, yeah, everything happens in divine right time. That's what it is. You have to look at what the numbers represent and how they fit your ideas to be manifested with what someone else agrees with. Once they agree with it, if two shall see, so shall it be, especially if it pulls into a cosmic portal numerically. Numbers never lie. That's what it is. And they act like I haven't done this shit before. Trying to challenge a QHHT practitioner that does past life regressions. Damn, we can't figure out what he's doing. It's almost like he's done this before. You fucking think, halfwit? What's the difference with the game of life? The rules have changed. We have technology now. What does that do? You gotta figure it out. Why do you... Confirmation. That's why you have all the readers talking about we have to use gadget 53428 completion. That's why we have to use... That's what it is. Where's Metatron's timekeeper at? I keep hearing that shit all off in the cards. Where's that life path 8 karma earth angel timekeeper at? That's what it is. I think Chicago gave the best. She gave the best quote. She was quoted as somebody going up against that life path earth angel. That's one was that every intention against them is one day less in the light. Oh my God, that'll spark it. Oh look, he's keeping us out of the light. No. You can come into the light. It's when you go up against the divine, it costs you a day in the light. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Take that up with the divine. It's the streets right here. I live. God hid the earth angel. God hid. When I heard her say that, I just said, "Oh God." God hid that divine earth angel in plain sight. I thought, chick, shut the fuck up. I live on Divine Street. It's the name of the street. Hidden in plain sight. Imagine that. So it is. I can't help it that we picked our names and our addresses and the karmic family that we were going to break karmic contracts with before we incarnated. I can't help that. I just did it. You don't ask questions. You come down here, you do what you're supposed to do, and then you step onto the Dharma. Oh shit, we're creating our own reality. Yep, you better let the Creator do it too. Don't be trying to go against the divine. Chances are you'll end up on the street. That's what it is. Cards in the upright. No, that's what it is. We'll flip it around. I mean, you got to think that you've got every tarot reader on the planet talking about there is a Pisces earth angel healer out there that they tried to unalive that is now highly protected. Cool. Where is that earth angel? Where is that 5-star fruitcake? Where is that individual? I got something for him. You would think they'd have learned by now. Predominant question, yes, upside down karmics. We're heading straight towards the zombie apocalypse. I'm telling you, and it's already came out in the cards for confirmation. They played games with the divine white light. The polar opposite of that in what comes around, goes around, is a fucking zombie game called Dying Light. Based on the meditation in the video that I just gave you that we've been doing, calling back our energy from those who siphoned it, removing it, they're going to have to generate their own energy. They're going to have to meditate. They're going to have to get grounded. They're going to have to find their connection to the earth and nature. Are they going to do that? No, they can't get the pipe out of their hand. You got to get the pipe out of your hand to fucking get a connection. No, I'm telling you, that is why the counterbalance and the counteractive government shenanigan is the Zumbi drug. That way you can keep violent, jinn-possessed, it's negative energy to build up. Is Reiki for reptilian removal. It tells you Reiki for removal of demons, ghosts, reptilians, blah, 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 blah. Right? You got a sex demon? Cool. That's called a reptilian attachment. It runs off of sex, fight, or flight in your reptilian brain. If you don't have a reptilian brain, I'm sorry, you're just not human. You're just not. They lied to you. They told you were something else. The entire universe is inside of you. 5D moving down through time and space into the 3D. Oops, spirit invocation. Yes, we have upright spirits in the situation. Sounds like the angels have come to visit. Let me ask you something. Just date back regardless of what you believe or what text you follow. When I say angels are blowing a trumpet or breaking a seal, what does that mean to you? Fucking those who are not masters and not strong swimmers better get ready for the flood. That's what it is. However, the rainbow covenant with humanity is God promised not to drown all of you again like Atlantis, Lemuria. He didn't say anything about fire. Put some fire under your ass. Maybe we'll have to stop resetting the humanic race. Humans are not made. Get that? I'm a made man. No, you're fucking not. You're a grown moron. Humans are grown. Humans are grown for soul harvesting. Period. That's what it is. How's your soul going to grow if it doesn't come down here in a seed? You're Reiki in the land of the immortals in Okinawa. When they christen a child, that aura that the child begins fucking crawling with is meant to last 100 to 150 years before the body ever starts to deteriorate. That's why you got 70, 80-year-old men over there fathering kids, living off of beets and shit. It was simple. It's just what it is. Meditation in the last video, I talked about it being a Tesla ball. Yeah, that's my visualization. That's your visualization for what's on my Jose Silva mind control screen. Each one of my chakras, the only thing is the card's only this fucking big. When I do a 12D shielding meditation and send the 5-pointed star to Andromeda, wherever, no, I send mine right back to source. When I transmuted consciousness with the Buddha in Sloppy Joe's class, I throw that shit right back to where I left my Chokeray symbol. So where that Chokeray symbol is, there's a Tesla plasma ball calling back all of my energy, and then I put myself in everyone else's shoes. She just called me out on tarot. I told you this months ago. That's what it is. Soon as they can't figure the energy out as energy readers. Cool. I cannot tell you. All right. Each one of my chakras is a plasma ball, grabbing my energy, grabbing my higher consciousness, pulling it back, grabbing my intuition that was unrequited, calling that shit back. If it's not my energy, I don't steal other people's energy. I call mine back that was stolen. That's worse. That's just worse. Sweet. But we thought we were going to get away with it. Brains. Fucking, did you go up against an energy worker? Yeah, well, chances are that fucker works with energy. Look at that. Imagine that shit. We have no gratitude for that shit. That's what it is. They showed no gratitude and they underestimated you, Pisces. They tried to play with your stapler. Pisces. It's just what it is. now we've got gifted individuals in the comments that are happy to go on the I don't give a fuck diet and lose 10 assholes a day. That's what it is. They're losing their power. So you lose 10 assholes a day, chances are you get your power back. These are women that can't teach us anything. Imagine that. Are we dropping some houses on some witches? Are we? All right, isn't that what they said we were doing? Isn't that what we do? We were doing witchcraft, and we were no. We're doing energy work. Fucking energy is everything. You have a single-minded craft. You're working with the elements, cool. We work with the energy. Energy's everything, and you're an elemental. That's what it is. You're a fairy going up against angelic Reiki. Get your fairy ass out of here. That's what it is. Go paint your face green so we can drop a house on you. Simple. No, we'll throw some water on you. Throw some emotion on you. Oh, I'm melting. I need a card on the end. Thank you. That's what it is. So you've got upright spirit invocation because people did not initiate or attune to the right thing. Bunch of upside down karmics, not masters of their craft, sitting over top of a bunch of we're using our masculine will to not be men. Thank God I'm a negative feminine. That's what it is. You got to keep in mind, energy is energy, regardless of gender. When you hear a tarot reader say Pisces is a whole damn empress, what is that, my Aries, Mercury, Venus? Because that's the god of war, empress. Energy. That's the equivalent. We've got alien DNA on the planet. That's the equivalent of Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors, the plant. My name is Pisces. Got families upside down because they nurtured the wrong thing. Imagine that. Health is in the upright, and they have no intuition. They're losing their intuitive abilities. That's what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about that. I'm, and don't quote me on this, but I'm telling you what I think that I want you to prove wrong. Pisces has lived every sign on the zodiac. Pisces has a connection with the divine that has one extra lifetime more than everyone else. Let's just leave it at that. It has one extra, so we have one extra lifetime of lessons and connection to soul groups, to soul family, to ancestors, whatever you want to call it. Okay, great. So you had a bunch of karmic freshmen get together and go, oh, we want to graduate this year. Fuck a bunch of doing all this over again. Which they could have ascended if they'd have worked with the ascension path instead of trying to trade with the fucking ascended master. Have you lost your minds? They fueled my ascension. I'm on the ascension path. Cool. Star Wars is completely. I heard a teacher say it once. And it is, the whole movie is over the 7 Hermetic Principles. The way Luke is using the Force, that's a sci-fi exterior of Mr. Miyagi. Oh, Daniel-san, ancient Japanese healing modality, Reiki. Reiki is universal life force energy, right? What does it activate? Your intuitive abilities. It's intuitive healing, cosmic channeling, ancient art of Reiki. When they're using the ancient practices out there, yeah, and try to use it against the competition. Have you lost your mind? Try to use it against the competition, not for the highest good of all. You can't use Reiki for negative purposes or you lose your ability. How does Pisces keep doing it? I keep doing it for the highest good of all, so I don't lose my abilities for using them for negative purposes as negative, feminine, immutable. That's how I do it. Say that 10 times real fast. They got no gratitude. Here's my card. Higher consciousness is jacking them up. They're used to getting away with it until they run into you, Pisces. They thought you was dumb, Pisces. And Pisces thinks they're half-wits, and that's okay. They're losing their power. That's what it is. Women, the predominant women in the situation, and it is. I mean, you're talking about exes that. Oh shit! How can you possibly be successful in? You were not successful then, Pisces, because of who you were with. That's what it is, and it works the same thing for the women, right? I mean, regardless of gender, y'all that are standing in your masculine energy, trying to be masters, is what it is. You were held back by women or feminine energies. That's what it is. Fucking Karen. Karen got in your way. I don't date Karen. I know, the bitch got in your way. She got you arrested. She got fucking something. I'm calling the manager. Women who can't teach you anything. Fucking over top of money. Women who are teaching you to do the wrong thing over top of money. Can tell me that. Tell me how that's going to work out. So, and thank you for your comment. I understand it's not the cash that relationships. No, the money is not the issue. It's these women that get a inflated sense of self-importance from being gold diggers, clout chasers, know-it-alls. They don't know the first thing about karma. They're spiritual narcissists. They spend all morning putting makeup on, getting ready to go fuck you in the business world. And now they're getting karma. Spiritual businesses come with spirits and karma. They're being haunted. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. They're being haunted. They did everything they possibly could to smite the universe in the twin flame journey. Okay, I've done this before. Think about that. The entire twin flame journey is based on an ancient story called Dracula in Love. It's an ancient story. It's older than all of you watching this right now. So you can't argue with that elder. You can't. It's older than you are. It's as old as the hills. Right? So anytime you hear someone talking about a twin flame journey, instantly go to Google and put in ancient twin flame story of Dracula in Love. Go to the source. Go to the source of the information. Don't listen to what people say. Watch what they do. Right. Vlad the Impaler, an enlightened being, took Romania to the ends of victory in the Order of the Dragon. My past life was in the Order of the Dragon. Of course I cheated. That's how I knew. I've done this before. Fuck. Finds the fucking love of his life, and the army goes to shit. Nobody's fixing the castle anymore. He's made a forest of impaled heads. That's what it is. That's what the Forest of the Impaled was. It was an artistic rendition of boundaries. And by the time the warriors got there to storm the castle, they'd walk through thousands of heads and bodies on sticks. They were so broke down mentally, physically, and emotionally. Most of them were throwing up and shit. They were sick. You had to have a strong will and stomach to, number one, get through the smell. Think about this. Though it wasn't like those bodies had just got there when they did. That's what it is, right? So you're talking about a magician. You're talking about an enlightened being, of fucking a magician. So an enlightened magician. Cool. So he meets someone. Cool. He looked outside of himself to be whole. She wouldn't do the work. She ended up dying. He was immortal. Wilson! Throws a Tom Hanks to the universe. Smited the universe. That's what it is. Fucking, you're supposed to be one with God, not with fucking Mina or whatever her name was. That's what it is. Cool. How far back does that shit go? Fucking Loki and Freya is earth magic. And Loki turned Freya into a flea. So let's not talk about what kind of karma magic can bring. That's what it is. And I don't even research that shit. I don't care. I'm too busy trying to find the Earth Angel body. Initiated or tuned into the wrong thing. And we're removing that negative energy. That's what it is. I'm getting too many sign synchronicities from ancestral monsters. Ancient Egyptian, Aztec. Cool. What happens when I go to research them? They fit the INFJ personality. What the fuck am I supposed to think? And the zodiac sign? Okay. I can go with that. Pisces ancestors don't play? Fuck, I bet not. Spiritually, these people aren't masters. Over top of masculine energies, out of balance. They're out of balance. We have to remove those negative energies, and they're in groups. That should tell you all you need to know. I have my friend renting a room and a puppy. They got groups. That's what it is. Competition, right? So what did they go up against? What destiny do you think that these people tried to swap with the Pisces? They wanted Pisces destiny. A group of freshmen got together and wanted to swap destinies with a life path 8 karma Leo rising Phoenix Archangel. What does that mean? That means they tried to swap destiny with the karma bringer. Just doing that brought them karma. They didn't do their homework. They didn't do their research. They did everything to stop Pisces from paying his karmic debt. Every time they went up against Pisces, they paid Pisces' karmic debt for him. So, families are upside down. They nurtured the wrong thing, and now are in their ego, self-reflecting. Look at that. And it's what it is. It's the epitome of the 7 Hermetic principles hidden under a sci-fi exterior in fucking Star Wars. Strike me down, and I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Cool. What did they do to the Force? What did they do to universal life force energy? They struck it down and made the Ascended Master more powerful than they can possibly imagine. Health is in the upright, and they're losing their intuition, and we manifested it. Yay! That's what it is. I can't put the shit together if they don't give me the energy. That's what it is. I can't put a puzzle together and then people come and start pulling pieces out of it, pulling the energy. That's what they're doing. Nip, 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 nip. Let me just pull these pieces. That's too pretty a picture. We got to pull some pieces out. Cool. They didn't realize I can ground and call those pieces back. Soul fragmentation? Cool. I know how to pull that off. I know how to call my soul fragments back. That's what it is. They're leaving their soul out there with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Yeah, I know how to call that shit back. Oh, I'm so sorry, God. I didn't made a mistake. I'm so sorry. I've got multiple failed relationships. Sorry. I was on the I don't give a fuck diet, losing 10 assholes at a time. Show some gratitude. Gratitude is upside down over top of higher consciousness. The last thing they want to do is see you leave them behind. That's what's in their Bible that they thump. Those left behind. That's what it is. We achieved it. Sovereignty. We achieved our sovereignty, and they're mad about it. They're wanting the reward without doing the work. They're wanting reward without effort. Okay, cool. Everyone is on their own path. Everyone's on their own soul's journey. They're wanting some other soul's journey. Tell me how that's going to work. They lost their power, and now the women are all upside down about it. That's what it is. Did we ever find out who did the crown work on that Earth Angel? Did we? Did we ever find out? Let's burn that into the subconscious mind. Someone did voodoo trying to block a divine union with the crown. Tried to take Pisces' crown? Yeah. That doesn't look like an Earth Angel. What the fuck does an Earth Angel supposed to look like? Look at that scruffy monster underneath a tree. Doesn't look like an Earth Angel. What is an Earth Angel supposed to look like? Meditate on that. Woman upside down with no power. That's what it is. However, you've got a bunch of witches that were trying to cash in on the spiritual community. Cool. Money's still in the upright. They're just upside down about it. Yes, and nothing they ever do will grow again. They lost all their fertility. They've been harvesting feminine energy. Cool. Now you got 3 flamboyant men all off in their feminine energy, relating with the women, attracting those women right to them, and then tarot community that they don't like and try to shade that shit. Let's learn tarot. When you go and listen to their tarot information, it's the opposite of what's going on. They think they're slick. Cool. I can't do anything about what you fall for. I can tell you. It doesn't mean you have to accept it. So we're removing that negative energy and staying emotionally balanced. Those spiritual not masters standing in their will, all out of harmony and balance, chances are it's the devil. We don't even have to fight that shit. That's what it is. They're all self-reflecting. They chose money over love. Okay. Reiki, universal life force energy, is love's frequency of intent to help or heal. The force always wins, Luke. That's what it is. Love always wins. Families are upside down about it. They nurtured the wrong thing. Now they're in their egos and have unanswered prayers. It's okay. It's okay to not have your prayers answered. You didn't want Pisces prayers answered? Cost you your own, didn't it? However, health is in the upright, and these people have no intuition. There's your Leo alchemist with sores and shit all over her body. Tarot's calling out. Health is in the upright. They're losing their intuition. Wouldn't they have known? What so fucking claircognizant? Wouldn't they have known what tarot is saying? Health is in the upright. Intuitive awareness is upside down. They're being haunted. I can't do anything about that. Manifestation is in the upright, and the energy exchange is upside down. That's what it is. That's what it is. We got illegal surveillance going on. You got some Leo out there remote viewing the Pisces. Can't see what's going on. Okay, great. You tell me where that feminine's at. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's just it. I accept phone calls. I accept emails. I accept text messages. I certainly don't accept everything these tarot readers are saying that they're doing. And now have reached the end. Okay, great. They've lost their power. They're a bunch of upside down women. They went up against an earth angel. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs, frenemies. Imagine that. Imagine that. What did those frenemies lead to? Uh-oh, they're worried. They're all in their feelers. They're so worried. Oh, no. Women who can't teach you anything over top of wealth. Time wealth. That's karma. A wealth of karma, a wealth of time. Women who can't teach you anything are sitting right on top of a wealth of time. Nothing they ever try to plan again will grow. They lost their fertility going up against an Empress energy. Now they're worried. Now they're worried. Weren't worried before. Yeah, fucking, evil thinks it's going to win. Cool. Zen made a beautiful comment. She was like, what Disney movie have you ever watched where the dark witch won up against the light in the end? That's what it is. And it's very simple to figure it out. Group collaboration up against one earth angel. Very, very simple. Are there better groups out there? Fuck yeah. They're the ones sitting back watching all this shit go down. The watchers are being watched. Women who can't teach you anything in the 5D have led you to the truth. Thank them. Thank you for being full of shit and leading us to the truth. Right? What did that money lead to? What did that wealth lead to? A bunch of dark hearts. People who were willing to do anything, even risk, you're willing to hurt anyone. They did not care who they hurt. Ask them. Ask them. Ask those witches in the death cult if they cared who they hurt. That's what it is. Love always wins. Love is all there is. What is pushing the love? You have people worried. People are all worried about Pisces love winning. Do. What's the overall outcome? Yeah, no compassion. Your betrayal will not be forgiven by the morning star. What does that mean? Well, as the morning star, forgiveness is for me, not for you. Their words coming back to haunt them. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, death cult being sacrificed now. It's what comes around goes around. It's not happening to you. It's happening for you. That's what it is. All right, you guys enjoy your Saturday. I'll do some more. I'll do some more reads shortly. Everyone, get ready for the Sunday 420 Fest. I'm sure that'll be a great. I'm sure that'll be a great Easter extravaganza. It's what it is. With all the jinn possession that's going on that we have physical evidence of, I'd expect the unexpected. Easter's all about surprises in the eggs. I'd stay away from any form of alcohol. Mushrooms lead to fae traps. It's what it is. I don't care what anyone does. I'm just telling you, that energy has been all in the cards. And expect the unexpected on Easter. Welcome to the rabbit hole. That's all I got to say. Namaste.